Good morning students. Welcome to Alphos e-learning classes. Now let us go to the economics unit 2. This is the 4th class I am teaching. Okay, in this one, in the first 3 classes we studied diminishing marginal utility. It is how the marginal utility goes on diminishing. So these are the parts of theories of consumer behavior. In the theories of consumer behavior, this is the 4th class and we are discussing now today law of equi-marginal utility. This is the first session of this particular topic. In 3 sessions, we completed diminishing marginal utility. This is the 4th class, first session of law of equi-marginal utility. Now we will see how a consumer equalize the marginal utilities. In last 3 classes, we have seen how the consumer's marginal utility keeps on decreasing. Okay, now today we will see, we know a consumer is a rational person. Being his satisfaction decreasing, how he will try to maximize his satisfaction. This is today we are going to discuss. In the introduction, if you have the textbook open, if you have the notes ready and you have a pen in your hand, start writing. In the introduction, let me tell you what are the different names of the same law of equi-marginal utility. The law of equi-marginal utility discusses how a rational consumer tries to increase his satisfaction instead of decreasing, how he tries to get maximum satisfaction with his limited income. Yeah, every resource is limited. Now we are watching income is also as a resource. That income resource, when it is limited, how he use it to get maximum satisfaction. This has been proposed by H. Gaussen, like diminishing marginal utility, but he did not develop it. It is being developed by Alfred Marshall, later in his book of Principles of Economics in 1890. But in 1854 itself, Gaussen proposed these laws of law of diminishing marginal utility and law of equi-marginal utility. And this law of equi-marginal utility, that's why called as Gaussen's second law. The first law is diminishing marginal utility. Gaussen's second law is equi-marginal utility. So it is having a name of equi-marginal utility. At the same time, Gaussen's second law and also called as law of substitution. What we do is we change the commodities to get maximum satisfaction. Changing the commodities means substituting the commodities to satisfy the same want is called as law of substitution. See, to satisfy the same want, we will have a bike and an Activa. See, the want is moving from one area to another area. Transportation. For that, we use different commodities like a bike and an Activa. So we change the commodities to have the satisfaction for the same want. That can be called as substitution. If you are eating the sweets, you don't go for the same sweet always. For one festival, if you gone for what it is, Kaju Khatli, then you will go for something else like laddu, motichur laddu. See, you are substituting the commodities. By substitution, you will get maximum satisfaction. That's why this is called as law of substitution. And why we are substituting the commodities? To get maximum satisfaction. That's why this law is also called as law of maximum satisfaction. So there are 4 names. Okay, Gaussen's second law, law of substitution, law of maximum satisfaction, and law of equi-marginal utility. We equalize the marginal utilities and substitute the commodities and get maximum satisfaction. That is being told by Gaussen. That is the introduction if you read in your textbook. Now we will go to the second one, definition. This definition talks about how the Alfred Marshall is explained this equi-marginal utility. If a person has a thing. This thing is income, money, has a thing which can be put to several uses, like purchasing a bike, Activa, car, this, that, several uses. Then he uses that money in such a way that money gives him maximum marginal utility from all the commodities. You're getting the point? He tried to use his income in such a way he will get maximum satisfaction from all the commodities, and he tried to equalize the marginal utility of all the commodities which he purchasing should be equal. When he is spending the last rupee, he tried to get the maximum satisfaction from two commodities at the same level. That is being explained in this definition of Alfred Marshall. If a person has a thing which can be put to several uses, he uses it in such a way it has same marginal utility from all the commodities. Okay, or from the two commodities he try to get the same satisfaction or marginal utility when he is spending his last rupee. That is the definition. Next we will see the statement of the law of equimarginality. Consumer have a fixed income. Consumer has a fixed income and he try to get maximum satisfaction by spending last rupee should get him same marginal utility from two goods. See, he got limited income, and while spending that limited income, he tried to get maximum satisfaction by spending last rupee. That last rupee should get him same marginal utility from two goods. If he is purchasing two goods, both the goods, when he is spending the last rupee on those goods, they should give him same level of marginal utility. That is being told by H.H. Gosson and developed and presented by Alfred Marshall in his law of equimarginal utility. Okay, so both the goods should give same level of satisfaction. Here he given an equation: marginal utility of X by price of X commodity, marginal utility of Y by price of Y commodity should be equal. That is what we said. Get him same marginal utility from two goods or three goods or four goods, whatever. They should give him same level of satisfaction, same level of marginal utility, MU. And here see, MUZ, marginal utility of Z commodity by price of Z commodity, equals to marginal utility of M. Means n number of commodities, whatever you select, all they supposed to give you the same satisfaction. Here X, Y, Z, marginal utility of X, Y, Z is equal to marginal utility of X, Y, Z are goods. See, marginal utility of X good, marginal utility of Y good, marginal utility of Y, Z good should be equal to marginal utility of M commodity. And see here, price of X, price of Y, price of Z are prices of X, Y, Z commodities. So by applying this mathematical equation, we are going to come to a conclusion of law of equimarginal utility. Here we will see law of equimarginal utility is standing on the assumptions. I told you almost all the laws of economics stands on the foundation of assumptions. Now we will see the assumptions. What are the assumptions of law of equimarginal utility? First assumption is we apply cardinal utility. Means to measure the satisfaction from the commodities we use cardinal numbers. What are the cardinal numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These numbers are cardinal numbers which can be measured as well as compared. So here we are using cardinal numbers to measure the utility. That's why we call it cardinal utility method is used in law of equimarginal utility. And what is the second assumption? Consumer is a rational person. He thinks he acts rationally. He always tries to get maximum satisfaction out of limited income. So consumer is a rational person. Next, MU of money is constant. Marginal utility of money is constant. This is one of the assumptions. If the money increases or decreases, all the time he is going to have the same marginal utility out of money. Next one, consumer income is constant. We assume, this is the fourth assumption, consumer income is going to be fixed. Whatever the season, whatever the reason, whatever the things, his income is going to be constant. Consumer income going to be constant. This is one of the assumptions. And not only that, commodities prices also going to be constant. Neither the prices of commodities increases nor decreases. See, these are all the assumptions. Only with these assumptions we can prove the law of equimarginal utility. You take any law in the economics, they all stand on the assumptions. So these are all the assumptions, but in fact they turn to the limitations, because if these assumptions are not applicable, then this law is not applicable. Okay, so what is the sixth assumption? Utilities are independent, like we have seen in the diminishing marginal utility 2, that we get the satisfaction from the commodities independently. Means there are no complementary goods, there are nothing which are going to be added into that to give us satisfaction. So simply assumptions are cardinal utility method, and rationality of consumer is accepted, and marginality of money is constant, consumer income is constant, prices also, commodities prices also constant, and all the commodities utility is independent. With this we completed the assumptions. We have seen the introduction. In the introduction we have seen it is Gauss's second law, it is law of maximum satisfaction, it is law of substitution, and it is also called as law of equimarginal utility, equalizing the marginal utilities of commodities. Next statement says that consumer have fixed income and he try to get maximum satisfaction by spending last rupee, and he should get same marginal utility from two goods. Marginal utility of X commodity by price of X commodity, marginal utility of Y commodity by price of Y commodity should be equal. Okay, now we will see the illustration. Here we will start the illustration or explaining of marginal equimarginal utility. Here we have to have some assumptions like consumer. Let us say it is you. Who is the consumer? It is you. Your income is fixed, 20 rupees. How much income do you have? 20 rupees. That is the thing which you have. Now the money which you are using is 20 rupees. Prices of X commodity is 3 rupees. Price of Y commodity is 4 rupees. You are going to put this thing to two uses to purchase two commodities. One is X, another is Y. X commodity price is 3 rupees. Y commodity price is 4 rupees. Okay. Let us see the marginal utilities of X commodity and Y commodity. If you remember the diminishing marginal utility, you will understand this table. Okay. According to this table, you will understand that we are going to consume 5 commodities. Let us assume they are going to give you the marginal utility of X and marginal utility of Y. As it is, you know, marginal utility always goes on diminishing. As you go on consuming the same type of commodity, marginal utility diminishes. Marginal utility of law of diminishing marginal utility applies here. See, first commodity given marginal utility of X is 33. Second commodity 30. 3 27, 4 24, 5 21. You can see by 3 number it is diminishing. In diminishing marginal utility you have seen by 10 numbers it diminished. Here by 3 numbers it is diminished. If you purchase all these commodities by spending 20 rupees, 3 rupees. Only 15 rupees you spent and you got 135 units of satisfaction. Okay, see, as the commodities increased, marginality of X commodity decreased. Now let us go to the next one, marginality of Y commodity. First commodity given him 36 units of satisfaction, utils of satisfaction. Second one 32 utils of satisfaction. Third 28 utils of satisfaction. See, as the quantity increased, marginality of Y also decreased by 4 numbers. If he spends all of his amount here, what is the price of Y? 4 rupees. 5 fours are 20 rupees will be completed and he will get 140 utils of satisfaction. With this, we can understand income of the consumer is 20, your income is 20, and you want to purchase either X or Y. These are the substitutes. X and Y are such substitutes. X, 1 unit, 3 rupees you have to pay. Y, 1 unit, you have to pay 4 rupees. Clear? And if you purchase 1 X, you will get 33 units of satisfaction, utils of satisfaction. 2, it is started diminishing. Out of 2 commodities, you will get 63 utils of satisfaction. At the same time, if you go for marginal utility, purchasing the Y commodity, marginal utility of first commodity is 36, second 32, third 28. In this way, marginality of X is also decreasing, marginality of Y also decreasing. This is the worth of 4 rupees, this is 3 rupees. Let us put it here. For 1 unit of X, per 1 unit of Y. Okay, here. So now let us reconstruct this table. What? Income is 20 rupees, price of X commodity is 3 rupees and Y is 4 rupees. Now we are going to reconstruct it. First, we will divide this marginality of X by its price. At the beginning of itself, I shown you, it has to be divided. Marginality of X by price of X. Marginality of Y by price of Y. We are going to divide. 33 divided by 3. How much it will come to? 11. We are reconstructing the same marginal utilities into the final table by dividing marginal utilities by its prices. MUX by PX. MUY by the PY. Okay, so here we reconstructed. Reconstruction of the first table, marginality of expenditure. So 33 divided by 3, 11. 30 divided by 3, 10, 9, 8, 7. You can see the reconstructed board. 36 divided by 4, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Now, what is the conditions? We have seen the conditions. According to those conditions, wherever the marginal utilities are equal, there we will stop the purchasing. Out of his pocket, he has to spend the total amount. So, here we will see 4 units of X and 2 units of Y he is going to purchase. Because here also he is getting the same 8 utils of satisfaction. Here also 8 utils. 4 units of X, 2 units of Y, and he will be in equilibrium. How it happens? Let us have a clear distinction. Let us see first the conditions. You can see, you can turn the page, you can see the conditions. The condition number 1 is ratio of marginal utility to price of X should be equal. Ratio of marginal utility to price of X should be equal to ratio of marginality of price Y. This has been in mathematical equation, it is presented here. Ratio of marginality to price of X should be equal to ratio of marginality of price Y. MUX by PX, MUX by PX, MUY by PY, MUY by PY. Okay, those are been given. See where they have become equal. Here they become equal. 8 and 8. By purchasing 4 of X, by purchasing 2 of Y, the consumer is getting same equal utility, 8. See here, 24 by 3 and 32 by 4. He got 8 out of 8. So here the first condition is applied. So here the consumer is happy with being equal marginal utilities. Okay, now let us go to the second condition. He have a fixed income and he is going to spend all his income. Means what? Income is equal to expenditure. He should not be left with any money. He should spend all of his money. And his income is how much? 20 rupees. What is the price of X commodities? 3 rupees. See, 4 of 3. 4 into 3. It is 12. And how many purchased Y commodities? 2. What is the price? 4 rupees. 2 commodities multiplied by 4 rupees, 8 rupees. 12 plus 8, 20 rupees. What is the income is 20 rupees? Expenditure is 20 rupees. With this, he is in equilibrium again. 2 conditions have been fulfilled. First is marginality of price of X, ratio of marginality of price of Y should be equal. Income and expenditure should be equal. 20 rupees of income, 20 rupees of expenditure, equal. 2 conditions are fulfilled. Now we will go to the third condition, maximum satisfaction. The consumer is supposed to get maximum satisfaction. See, while he is getting the marginal utilities, you will see by purchasing 4, you will get 114 utils of satisfaction. 114. If you purchase all of those goods, you will get only 135. But by purchasing only 4 commodities, he got 114 utils of satisfaction. Not only that, you can see here, by purchasing 2 commodities, he got 68 utils of satisfaction. With this, he got 182 utils of satisfaction. Here you see, if you purchase all of X, 135, all of Y, 140, and money is left a little bit behind. Only how many 5 threes are? 15 rupees spent, 5 rupees is with him. Condition number 2 is not applicable here. And if he purchases all of Y, condition number 2 is applied, but maximum satisfaction is not applied. That is, third condition is not fulfilled. So in this combination, purchasing 4 of X, 2 of Y, spending 12 rupees on X, 8 rupees on Y, he got maximum satisfaction of 182. 114 from X commodity, 68 from Y commodity. With this, he is in equilibrium. This is called equimarginal utility. Okay, now we will come back to from the beginning. First, we have seen this is a discussion about equimarginal utility. The law of equimarginal utility explains us how a consumer try to satisfy his wants by purchasing different commodities. If you have a bike, Hero Honda, Splendor, red color, you don't like to purchase same Hero Honda, Splendor, red color. Instead of that, you may go for Activa, or you may go for Splendor Plus or Passion Plus. So you will change something. You will substitute the commodities. With that, you will try to get maximum satisfaction. That's why this law is a very important one in the marketing line. When you want to produce the commodities, you should make some difference in the product. That's why the same two-wheeler is sold with plenty of different names. You see the Activa, 4G, 5G, maybe within a short period they will present you 6G. I'm not saying आप कैसे जी, खाना खाए क्या जी? No, 4G, 5G, 6G, before that 3G. What they are changing? Sometimes the lock will be changed, petrol tank will be changed from backside to some other fittings. Some small changes they do and they say it is being totally changed, a new product. Even though the same old product put into the new bottle and they say this is the new one. With that, they are trying to equalize our satisfaction. and we also go on purchasing different commodities to get maximum satisfaction. For that we are substituting the commodities. That's why it is called as law of substitution, presented by Gaussian. That's why Gaussian's second law. And trying to get maximum satisfaction, that's why it is a law of maximum satisfaction. And we have seen that with the help of these tables and with the help of assumptions, rationality and money marginal utility is constant. And the definition of Alfred Marshall is also goes like this: if a person has a thing which can be put to several uses, he uses it in such a way it has same marginal utility in all the commodities he purchases, and he try to get equal marginal utility. That's why it is called as law of equal marginal utility. Equal marginal utility out of last commodity he purchased. By spending his last rupee, he want the equal marginal utility. Here you have seen that by purchasing, by spending his last 2 rupees, last 1 rupee here, and before that here, he is equalizing the marginal utilities. With that he is maximizing the satisfaction. If you go for all X commodities, you will get less. All Y commodities, you will get this much, 140. But instead of this, if we make a combination of commodities, combo pack, X plus Y, he got how much of satisfaction? 182, maximum satisfaction, right? And he spent all his money. See, every condition has been fulfilled. Ratio of mu of X, ratio of mu of Y are equal with 8. You have seen that, 8 and 8. By purchasing 4 of X, by purchasing 2 of Y. Everywhere all these 3 conditions fulfilled and the consumer is at equilibrium. So with this we can come to a conclusion that equimarginal utility shows us how a consumer, rational consumer, equalize his satisfaction by substituting the goods. And in the next session we will discuss about importance and limitations of this equimarginal utility. Okay.